Oh, that makes sense now. Cyberpunk. Where you have gangs that dress up like old 80s and 90s TV shows, and you have an entire gang of armed villains dressed and actually surgically altered to look like the cast of Friends.
I was gonna say it's more than dressing. Yeah, it's body sculpting.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I were to create a gang, that would be the dress code. 100%.
Everyone would be, what is it? Chandler and Rachel, right? They were the ones in the relationship no one could stop talking
Ross
about?
and Rachel.
Ross and Rachel.
Ross and Rachel, okay.
Yeah. I'd make everybody be Chandler and Joey. And if you said a voice line that wasn't correct, you're out. Dead. Gone.
On second thought, I think I'd rather make them look like the characters of one ancient series in, well, mainly Bavaria, München scene. It would be very funny.
Do you have
what is it?
a clip of the
it's
show?
You gotta post it. I gotta see a picture.
It's a very Bavarian police show. Not really about the crimes, but more of the personal lives and shenanigans around it.
Like Blue Blood.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, and that's how they look. That's how Bavarian police officers looked a couple of years ago. Now we do blue.
Okay.
They look like forest rangers.
They look like
They
our
basically
forest
are.
rangers.
So how are you guys doing?
Good. Wife and I are slowly coming out of our sickness from the last week, so
Oh dear.
feeling significantly better on that front.
So you stopped electing to use Disturbed as your theme song? You're no longer down with the sickness?
Man, I can tell you what, I was not down with the sickness the moment it hit me. It was bad. Couldn't breathe. Couldn't think straight. Like, I had vacation last week, and I literally couldn't tell you what I did through most of my vacation because I just was zoned out the entire time.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. And then my wife's been having the same problems, plus some, this week. She's been pukey and fevery, and so she had all the congestion and the sinus pressure and everything like that going on for her, all the same stuff that I had, but then throw fevers and puking and a bunch of other stuff on top of it. And yes, it's been a great week for us. we had a good time.
I'm so sorry, sir.
But, like I said, we're coming out of it, so
Yeah.
hopefully by this time next week, all things will be well in our house.
How about the rest of you?
I'm doing very fine. I'll even added two different government buildings for just looking inside in my next 2 weeks, because they open up around here. I don't know if that's a concept over... what's the word? Mainly they open up to the public, and I'm interested how other government buildings look from the inside.
Okay.
It's a weird hobby.
So it's like an open house?
Yeah, basically. With one, they, it's a new housing and learning area for a certain branch of the Ministry of the Interior for training their people, and the other one is just office of a Ministry of the Interior, I think, of Bavaria, not the federal one.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think We definitely don't have stuff like that. The United States government likes to just not let people see anything that they do.
Oh, I'm certain
Until
we're not
they make-
allowed to
until-
do really fun stuff.
Until they make it public and everybody sees how stupid it is.
We literally had a government project called Star Wars that was made by Reagan.
Star Wars is very funny.
Who doesn't love
But-
Star Wars though? Come on.
But that wasn't the point. That wasn't what the program did.
Oh,
there wasn't
sorry.
there wasn't a
Dropping
thing to train
massive fuck
Jedi.
of rods with no ability to aim. It's genius.
Also, apparently my boss, because I tried to get him to let us take May the 4th off, but he's more of a Star Trek guy.
So
Oh.
if you can't hit the
That's
rocks,
just
aren't you the Empire then?
Technically, yep.
Empire misses on purpose.
Which I'm not gonna lie, that is easily my least favorite part of the original series.
That they can't aim.
The fact that the stormtroopers are literally supposed to be like the most elite fighting force in the galaxy, and they hit like one person in the entire fucking series.
Arguably, you could say within the Death Star they're playing for not hitting them because there's a tracker on the thingy.
Yeah, for A New Hope, that justification stands
Yeah.
up. Other parts, not as well.
Yeah.
So just to let you know, Friendly is not feeling well. So he asked to step out, and
Okay.
I can fully understand pushing yourself too hard. So I'm not concerned. If you don't want to go forward without him, that's up to you guys. But if you feel okay with 4, that's okay.
Oh god, what have we gotten ourselves into last time?
Well, shouldn't
Oh.
we be in the dollhouse?
Yeah, we're in the dollhouse.
Oh,
right
I'm
now,
sorry. Yeah. So
Which that in and of itself does beg the question of do we want to push forward? Because as far as I can tell, this is somewhat deep into his backstory, isn't it?
Ooh, yeah. That's also.
yeah. So that's why I asked you guys, like, do you feel comfortable doing this? Because I'm about to tell you 2 very important pieces of information, not only from his backstory, but from some of your backstories as well. Because we just broke Prince What's His Face and Princess Who's-er-what's, and
Yeah.
and no one asked about poor Petrarca or anything. It's just like, oh, I guess I'm just here to be killed. Thanks.
I mean, they're the help, aren't they?
Yes.
Considering
They
how
are.
bourgeois the other were acting, I assume this one's just the help?
Yes. They are the help.
If that's the case, we should probably wait for Friendly. Because it's a decent story beat, rather than...
It's up to
Yeah,
you
if we wanna-
guys.
If we want to wait, honestly, like I said,
It's actually the good part of the module.
Oh my god. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'll. Oh, go ahead.
I'm fine with either thing here. Especially, or maybe I would be more fun with waiting on Friendly because it gives me time to catch up, because it sounds like there were some major things last time which
Oh.
I didn't catch up on yet.
Oh,
Let's-
yeah.
so,
we should definitely.
Yeah, do the story
last
so
time
far.
was fun. The last time was, let's see. We started out, we were at the Undead People's Camp by the Oasis, right? Pretty sure. I think we were still.
Yeah, that big dead tree.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think we went from them. Did we go to the strong people or the smart people first?
Well, we went through them. We got to talk to their Void Dragon buddy.
Yep.
He offered to blow up the whole region. We told him first he has to build additional pylons so we don't get blown up with it. Then I think we went to the cave first.
That's what I
Yep.
was thinking too.
Just
And
to
they-
explain the pylons, Lex, we have no idea what they are. We're just trying to, like, stall, basically.
Yeah.
Neither
No,
does
100%
anyone they've
stall
talked
test.
to.
Yeah, exactly.
The Void Dragon apparently
Awesome.
does, because it understood that request.
Yeah, it understood that assignment right out the gate. He was just like, shit, more pylons. God damn it. Okay. And left. And we were just like, cool, more pylons.
What are the Protoss doing here?
Exactly.
You'll find out in the space station you agreed to do.
But yeah, so we went to the smart people, and the smart people told us, hey, we would love to join our sisters, but we need you to get them to say sorry for being meanie faces and hurting our feelings.
We're also trying to unite them together to get them to build a pylon for us under the guise of it stopping that void dragon.
Yeah.
We're really just making stuff up.
Yeah, and they didn't know what a pylon was either, and we didn't know what a pylon was either, so we just told them, do it. And they were like, okay. So, you know.
So they got right to baking.
Yeah. So we left there, went over to the strong people to tell them, hey, your sisters will willingly join you if you can say you're sorry for being meanie faces and hurting their feelings. They disagreed to that. We tried to get them to help their sisters build additional pylons, and that didn't really go as planned either. They don't know what pylons are either, so we were just kind of like fish in the water there, or fish out of water there. And then I think we went back to the cave again and met the crystal dragon, didn't we? Or did we do that before we went over to the strong people? I know at some point we met the crystal dragon.
You talked to the crystal
What was
dragon.
doing?
Yeah.
I honestly don't even remember what the crystal dragon said at this point. I basically, by the end of it, it boiled down to we got really sick and tired of going back and forth between these two tribes of people, and we're very much on the other side of the fence, where we're about to jump over the fence and about to go talk to the void dragon again, and just be like, yeah, you can glass the whole damn place. We don't give a shit.
Yeah, we just figured we'd at least clear whatever the mall was, which turned out to be this dollhouse construct thing we got pulled into, and then we'll glass the place. That's the plan.
Barbies love the
Okay.
mall.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly where we are right now. And then we came here. We investigated downstairs a little bit. There wasn't a whole lot to show for it until we got to the kitchen, where we ran into Pachala. Pachala set us all up to eat food. I walked into the kitchen and ate a loaf of bread. Turned out to be plastic. Didn't care. Kept eating it. So we all sat down for a tea party, and Risu and myself killed the table. Or not a table, I guess. It was a tea cart, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we killed the tea cart because we were eating food off of it and it sprayed us with hot tea. Like, what the hell? So we killed it naturally.
It was dispensing.
Mhm.
And then,
Now- Did your character swallow the plastic bread?
oh, absolutely. There's just
Okay,
like
so-
plastic rolling around inside of his ribcage, right?
So I just picture occasionally as you're walking around, all we hear is
Yeah, pretty much. Yep, exactly. That's pretty much exactly what it is. Anytime one of these guys, I think it was the prince, was the one that was after me the whole time, every time he hit me, you just hear a squeaky toy noise.
Yes, let's see if I can show you their oh, I can't show it to you if they're dead. That's weird. Oh no, wrong screen. Prince Doriel.
Chucky.
who was apparently some kind of nobility in Galt.
Yeah.
So I'm
Chucky, Chucky.
okay with ending them.
Yeah, same.
And
I don't
Princess
know anything about Galt, but they seemed like terrible people.
and Princess Karenza.
Which I'm curious the connection of that one to the actual Karenza we know. I'm sure we'll find out somewhere.
The answer is literally behind that door.
Oh boy. But yeah,
So-
so that's pretty much everything, Lex.
Yep.
Okay,
tech-
cool.
The technical
Thank you.
aspect of what's happening is you basically have 6 influence points out of 8 with one faction and 5 influence points out of 8 with the other faction. But like they said, they got frustrated to the point where they just don't want to do it anymore.
It was especially because when we went to both of them and asked, what can we do to help you or earn your favor more? Both of them were both just like, huh? Like, there was no, like, we're the strong people. Go hunt this mighty boar for us and make us a feast or some shit like that, you know? Or for the smart people, it was like, don't go hunt down this book in this tower for us. There was nothing. It was literally just, yes, you can help us. And we're just like, apparently we cannot.
Man, I didn't know this was one of the realistic modules where nobody knew what they wanted.
Exactly. That's exactly what it frickin' is.
I'm just regretting not having switched Ren to being a psychic, and therefore I could actually read their damn minds.
So, I'll tell you what's on their minds. They're the best tribe, and they want the other tribe to admit that and bow before them. That's basically it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys.
Instead, we have opted to glass the Field of Maidens.
Yes. And to do that, you must go to the space station, which is visible in the sky.
We must construct additional pylons.
Yep.
So, what are we doing? Are we finishing up the battle, or are we all unanimously waiting for friendly? Or what are we doing?
With the battle here, would there be anything that would come from the battle, really? Like, is there any information? I guess they have been doing personality switches, haven't they?
Yes, a lot. Thank you for remembering.
Yeah. It's probably better for us to wait for friendly. Because they have been doing a lot of personality switches throughout this fight. So, like, as we've done more damage to them, Lex, I think it's maybe 25% intervals or something like that. Each one of them would like be who they were as the puppet, and so like the princes and the princess were like super high and mighty, and like didn't want anything to like just wanted to beat us down basically for like considering them anything less than prince and princess basically. And I don't remember exactly what their switches were though. I just know that they usually got a little bit more soft-toned when they made those switches, and they would start kind of like, they were like questioning themselves on it almost every time they went into a switch. And then for Prachala, he just really wanted Tatterstraw to come back downstairs and just go back to the tea table. That's all he wanted. And I don't remember what his switch was either. I remember like their personalities before they switched.
He got very violent when you didn't do that, and he critted the shit out of him 7 times.
Yeah. God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, no. Tatter went down once and almost went down like 4 different times. It was brutal.
That's tough.
It was brutal.
Well,
yeah, with that information, I think it would be probably wise to finish it up together. Like with the whole group.
No problem. I just want to make sure that you understand. Oh, and look! Did you notice their feet, that they might be halflings?
Mm-hmm. I did see that.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. I'm not gonna force you, but I'm glad we at least did the story so far and whatnot. I'll change the notifications so people don't feel like they were cheated out of a stream or whatnot, because that's not what we're doing here. We're just doing the recap and stuff. And I completely understand when someone's ill, especially after the week I've had.
Yep, same.
Public service announcement. Everybody take care of yourself. Even if you're just listening to the stream and feel a little bit sick, your health is very important for the long-term sustainability of yourself.
Yup. This is very true.
Coming from the government of Geb, where they just turn you into soldiers afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
our necromantic abilities, at least here in Germany, aren't that far along yet, so prolong it yourself.
Yes. Can I do anything for you guys before we leave today? I'm sorry about everything that happened and everything hitting us all at once, but I'm glad we could at least, like, meet together and talk today about catching you up.
Wow, no, you're good. No problems here.
Alrighty, guys. I hope
Make
you all...
yourself a nice cup of tea, I think. That would be a good thing.
Yes, you get well too, Bravo, honestly.
Thank you very much. I'm
Yeah,
so
please
sorry
do.
to worried you guys. I was planning not to tell you at all, but then it infringed on the schedule.
No problem. I'm mainly fine. Oh, I'm mainly not worrying if I know the person is taking care of themselves well.
Oh yeah, I went immediately to the ER and
Yeah.
they said, like, you're staying for observation. It's just like, but I don't want to. It's
Yep.
just like...
A observation is just a caution. So if it is ever offered as an option, as long as it's affordable, it's a good option.
Yeah, they wouldn't have admitted me if they didn't take the insurance.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. This gives me a chance to check out someone else's stream instead.